Halo semuanya, kami dari kelompok 1. Jadi di video ini tuh kita akan membahas tentang proses dedolarisasi oleh negara-negara BRICS. Yang akan kami analisis itu menggunakan perspektif dari struktural power dari Susan Sren, yang menyatakan bahwa kekuasaan itu sebuah negara tidak hanya soal militer, tapi juga soal kendali atas sistem di keuangan dunia. Inilah yang dipegang dolar Amerika Serikat selama puluhan tahun. Dedolarisasi itu muncul karena banyak negara ingin mengurangi ketergantungan pada dolar dalam transaksi global. Alasannya itu, dolar itu sangat dominan dalam perdagangan dunia. Sistem keuangan global juga masih dikuasai oleh Barat, dan juga dolar bisa dipakai sebagai alat politik dan juga sanksi. Dan yang terakhir, negara berkembang itu paling rentan terkena dampaknya saat nilai dolar naik. Jadi dedolarisasi itu bukan hanya isu ekonomi, tetapi juga soal siapa yang selama ini memegang kendali dan juga siapa yang paling dirugikan.
Dedolarisasi adalah upaya suatu negara mengurangi ketergantungan pada dolar Amerika Serikat dalam ekonomi global, bukan menghapus dolar sebetulnya, tapi mengurangi dominasi agar sistem dunia lebih multipolar. Praktika yang 3 nih, pertama di perdagangan, negara mulai pakai mata uang lokal seperti yuan atau rupiah tanpa lewat dolar. Kedua, di cadangan devisa, bank sentral mendiversifikasi simpatannya ke mata uang lain atau emas. Nah, ketiga, membangun sistem pembayaran non-dolar. Tujuannya satu, kedaulatan ekonomi, negara-negara tidak rentan terhadap fluktuasi dolar, kebijakan moneter Amerika Serikat maupun sanksi berbasis dolar. Contohnya terlihat pada kerjasama BRICS dan kebijakan Indonesia yang memperluas transaksi bilateral tanpa dolar.
Mengapa BRICS mendorong ini? Pertama, motif politis AS kerap memakai dolar sebagai alat tekanan dari sanksi Rusia dan Iran. Pernah dikunci dari sistem keuangan global, bagi BRICS ini bukti bahwa dominasi dolar bisa jadi senjata geopolitik. Kedua, keinginan kemandirian agar tidak dikendalikan lewat mata uang. Ketiga, dorongan menuju tatanan dunia yang lebih multipolar dan adil. Praktiknya sudah terlihat, China dan Brazil bertransaksi langsung pakai yuan tanpa konversi dolar. India dan Rusia memakai rupiah untuk perdagangan bilateral. Volume transaksi non-dolar di BRICS terus meningkat.
BRICS membangun infrastruktur konkret lewat 2 pilar. Pertama, New Development Bank atau NDB, lembaga keuangan independen untuk membiayai pembangunan tanpa bergantung pada sistem barat. Diposisikan sebagai tandangan IMF dan World Bank dengan arah kebijakan mendorong pembiayaan berbasis mata uang lokal. Kedua, sistem pembayaran alternatif, mengembangkan pengganti SWIFT agar akses intransaksi tetap aman meski ada sanksi. Membangun sistem regional seperti CIPS di Cina dan SPFS di Rusia untuk transaksi lintas negara tanpa lewat barat. Serta memperkuat posisi yuan lewat kerjasama bilateral dan diversifikasi cadangan devisa.
After decades as the world's reserve currency and the backbone of global trade, the US dollar's dominance is being tested. Concerns about rising US debt, unpredictable trade policy, and geopolitical tensions have prompted some countries and investors to rethink their heavy reliance on the greenback. This poses a persistent question: is the world de-dollarizing, and if so, to what?
On paper, the euro is the obvious alternative. It's backed by the world's second largest economy and a deep rules-based framework. Brussels and the ECB have actively pushed for greater international use of the currency since 2018. But the data tells a more nuanced story. European Parliament research shows that as central banks reduced dollar holdings in recent years, they did not meaningfully increase euro allocations. Instead, reserve managers bought gold. I'm here in Sofia, Bulgaria, the newest and 21st member of the Eurozone. For smaller economies, Euro adoption offers currency stability, lower transaction costs, and deeper financial integration.
But just because countries join the Eurozone, it does not automatically make the euro more attractive as a global reserve currency.
The euro adoption is not simply a changeover. We have always considered this as a framework of stability, credibility, and in a certain time as a financial economic shield. That's why I think it's very important that we join to the euro area and that we're joining now.
So while de-dollarization is a popular headline, the numbers suggest evolution, not revolution. Gold remains an attractive alternative, the euro has held steady, and the dollar retains its dominance. To truly challenge the greenback, Europe would likely need deeper fiscal integration, more unified capital markets, and a larger pool of common, safe assets.
Until then, diversification may continue, but displacement looks unlikely. I'm Annette Weisbach for CNBC in Sofia, Bulgaria.
And Annette joins us now with more. Now, Annette, before the Middle East war began, we were seeing this sell America trade, and we were seeing, as you talked about, those themes with the de-dollarization. Now, though, we see the dollar getting a bid, this safe haven trade, as investors are looking for where to put their money right now. Gold's not even really acting as that safe haven hedge. So talk to us about, the implications of this, and when the war eventually, gets over with, what happens then to the dollar, do you expect? Do things start to reverse again to the themes we were seeing before?
That's a good question. I think that's probably the million-dollar question, whether the dollar keeps on depreciating after the war will find an end or not. I think there are loads of forces at play, but here for that region where I am currently, Bulgaria, it's more or less counted to the Balkans, the country. It is super important to actually be anchored in Europe and not be like in between Russia, Europe, and the Middle East. They want to be firmly anchored in Europe, and with that, it's a huge success that the country managed to adopt the euro despite a lot of political headwinds. We've seen political instability taking place in the country for the last 5 years. They're heading into the 8th election in April, and one of the controversial issues, among others, were as well the euro introduction, because it's not super popular with the population. Only 30% of people do like the idea about the euro introduction, and there was a lot of Russian also involvement, social media campaigns, also political parties sponsored by Russia, putting a lot of pressure against the euro adoption. But despite that all, it was introduced, and we managed to actually think about Bulgaria, but also the fact about the de-dollarization, whether this is going to happen or not. I think Bulgaria and also that region here is probably perhaps an example for other countries. That's what the central bank governor as well told me in that interview.